what's the point of dreaming if you're not taking action? Taking action is vital and critical to achieving your dreams. First, you got to dream it, but there's so much more that goes into it in order to achieve it. So, dreams without taking action are just dreams. If you want to achieve your goals, you need to shift from dreaming into doing. And taking action means laying out a plan to achieve your goals and putting in a consistent effort to achieve them. Over time, you can make the visions of your dreams real. What's up, YouTube? My name is Kellyanne Rose, and this video is all about these tips to take action and create the life you want. So these are 15 smart ways to go from dreaming to doing. Without further ado, let's get started. So number one, you've got to visualize yourself taking the action. So you may have a general vision of what you may want to achieve. Maybe you want to become a successful entrepreneur, build wealth, go back to school, whatever it is. When your goals are too vague, you'll have a difficult time making them happen. So getting a clear picture of your goals will illuminate the path forward. And research shows that imagining goals in detail enhances motivation, which leads to taking action. So when you visualize your dreams, they feel more attainable. This increases your likelihood to work toward your dreams, but visualization is also much more powerful than just that. During visualization, you activate the same area of the brain as performing the task. So your brain doesn't know the difference between experiencing something and thinking about something. So when you actually set out to do something like a job interview or crossing the finish line, you perform better as though you had already accomplished it. And I use this in gymnastics when I was a competitive gymnast as a younger person, and I would visualize what I wanted my routines to look like before I did them. And that was the majority of the battle. And then once I started telling myself, once I let doubt get in the way, it started changing my performance. It was really weird. Like whatever we tell our brain actually happens, for better or for worse. So close your eyes and imagine exactly what the life you want looks like. Wow, that seems like a really big thing. I think it's hard for me to do that because I want so many things, and it's a lot to keep track of. Anyway, so get specific with yourself. Take a piece of paper, write down the details of your dreams. This will give you a better idea of what you want to work towards. So you can also create a vision board to remind you daily of your big goals. And I am such a vision board guru over here. I have 4 vision boards. 3 fully complete and 1 in progress for 2023. I had 1 for 2021, 2 for 2022, and 1 for 2023. Here we go. It's a new year. Okay, number 2, develop personal leadership philosophy. So when you struggle to take action on your dreams, it's often a question of being distracted by too many competing demands on your attention. Who'd have thunk? I just said that. So you may have limited resources of time, energy, and focus, or you can just be like me, knock on wood, and try to keep your time open so that you always have time to do fun stuff. You have limited resources of time, energy, and focus, so it's important to consciously choose where you spend them. Developing a personal leadership philosophy, PLP, empowers you to declare your truth and stand tall within it, to operate from a position of strength that ennobles you. That is a quote from Deb Calvert. So leadership and productivity expert Deb Calvert recommends establishing a personal leadership philosophy, PLP, to effectively lead and achieve. So this process enables you to get super clear on your values and then to uphold those values through your goals and habits. So think of it as a personal mission statement, like a guiding set of principles that defines your values and priorities. When you have a PLP, you'll better understand the direction of your dreams and resist external influences that steer you off course. You'll also have an easier time making day to day decisions and know how to prioritize your life. So, number 3, identify your motivators. Sometimes the answer is simple to this big question: what's stopping me from taking action? Maybe you don't really want this goal you have in mind. Maybe it's just something you think you should do or you should want. Maybe it's someone else's dream. You may need to distinguish whether you are working toward your true goals or the expectations of others. How do you identify what you actually want? Excuse me, versus what others want from you? Start by exploring your intrinsic versus extrinsic motivators. And we talked about that in the last video, and we're going to talk about it again now. Intrinsic motivators. Intrinsic motivation means pursuing goals based on internal factors. This refers to the heartfelt desires from deep down inside that drive your self-motivation. So these actions seek rewards that are naturally satisfying, like developing healthy habits, building stronger relationships, or developing a passion. Extrinsic motivators. Extrinsic motivation is based on external factors. You pursue extrinsic goals to attain an external reward like money, status, or a good reputation. Examples can include getting that promotion, graduating from a good school, or improving your appearance to please other people. Extrinsic goals can often result from outside pressures from family or society and not actually matter to you when you really think about it. So, how often are we influenced by those extrinsic factors? And think about who is influencing you and how important it actually is. Is that going to lead you? It's not going to lead you to the happiness in most cases. Both intrinsic and extrinsic goals are worthwhile. So, as long as you understand the difference and avoid chasing empty goals. So, ask yourself, does this dream truly matter to me? Why do I want to pursue this goal? Will this accomplishment gain the approval of others? And what kind of rewards do I expect? Number 4, set goals. So what does taking action mean? Shifting dreaming into doing. Daydreaming about your goals won't yield results unless you start making a consistent effort. You have to engage the logical part of your brain to plan and organize, not just the creative dreaming part. Until you make that shift, a big dream can seem too large and far-fetched. It can feel completely overwhelming and scary. Those negative feelings are a huge cause of procrastination. Start by looking at your big dream. What individual concrete steps will it take to get there? Make a to-do list, a step-by-step guide that will lead you to achieve what you want. Set a deadline to accomplish each step with enough space and flexibility. Then commit to working through your plan. And this is really important because a lot of people don't create the amount of time that they need to accomplish something before they set out to do it. And I have in the past been very guilty of this. So, yeah. I also get bored of stuff easily, so I think it's just a matter of doing it and things that I'm not going to get bored about. All right, number 5, take breaks to avoid burnout. So taking control of your life does not mean cramming as much action as possible into your days. Modern society often keeps people on a hamster wheel that never seems to slow down. Sometimes we push through until we can't perform anymore. Then we burn out. Sometimes the very real stresses of everyday life leave you with no energy to take action on your dreams. Oh gosh, I just just have gratitude for the creating time for my dreams, because burnout is a real thing and it can really weigh you down and make you feel like, I'm sure you agree, if you know, I mean, it can really just take you away from your happy space mentally. So sometimes in pursuing your dreams, you can find yourself on the edge of burnout. You may start to believe you don't have what it takes when in fact you just need a break. It's a good reminder. In their book Burnout, twin sisters Emily and Amelia Nagoski discuss the real challenges that can lead to burnout. While working on her PhD, Amelia felt overwhelmed and exhausted. Despite her better instincts, she continued to push forward, which eventually landed her in the hospital with stress-induced inflammation. Wow, that has happened to me before. Wow. Pressing forward when you feel exhausted will only lead to poor performance and can take a serious toll physically and mentally. So breaks are important, kids. And having fun is important. I mean, as soon as you feel like you are tired or like your brain just can't even can't function any longer, just give yourself a break, So, burnout can also interfere with your ability to fulfill your role in relationships and as a parent, especially. So, as Emily Nagoski puts it, in order to be a great caretaker, you need to take care of yourself, of course. Interesting how burnout can interfere with your ability to fulfill your role in relationships. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm just filling up my cup right now. And that's where it's at. And then I'm just thankful for anyone that wants to still be there for me. But I am very proactive about my relationships as well and wanting to be there for them. As you work toward your dreams, check back in with yourself, or at least I try to be a good friend and girlfriend and daughter and sister. I try. As you work toward your dreams, check back in with yourself. Tune into your current state. So stay self-aware and listen to your body. I think that's where yoga comes in and is so helpful. Listening to your body. Your body has so many answers that it tells you. When you feel tired, drained, or stressed, take a break. You'll come back to your dreams invigorated and ready to tackle the next challenge with a clear head. Reduce your stressors. If your days leave you frazzled and resentful, you are more likely to zone out with mindless entertainment or use substances to relax instead of working toward your goals. I hate mindless entertainment. I don't watch TV and I don't drink. So I guess I'm just constantly working toward my goals. So if that's you and you do turn to mindless entertainment or substances to relax, don't blame laziness or procrastination. Instead, look for ways how to overcome overwhelm, eliminate stress, creating the mental space and positive energy that will fuel your goals. In their book Burnout, authors Emily and Amelia Nagoski point out the difference between external stressors that everyone experiences and the internal stress response in the body. So many people stay focused on managing these external stressors while ignoring the physiological stress in the body. Ultimately, this can lead to severe illness or worse. They focus on managing these external stressors while ignoring the physiological stress in the body. That's what happened to me. I was so stressed out and ended up in the hospital with an appendectomy, and I was just so stressed out. That was when I owned my house that I bought when I was 25 years old, and it was very just stressful time in my life because I was unemployed. I had tenants. I was starting my business, my agency. So just lots of, and I wasn't happy in my relationships, and I felt like I was I didn't have the relationships in my life that I needed at the time. So I was putting way too much pressure on myself. But now I live by the beach. It's a little bit more chill. just renting, and I'm able to like just spend time. I mean, like take less pressure off my, there's less pressure. I'm like take some pressure off myself, so I have less pressure, and I'm able to just kind of like um, focus more on like living free, like doing what I want and living free. Unfortunately, many modern day sources of stress, such as parenting or getting stuck in the wrong job, do not get resolved by running away from them. My 2022 resolution for the year, in fact, was resist the fight or flight. This year, I'm just like, I need to run away. I'm just like, it's been so long since I've had like a real, like overseas vacation that I'm starting to forget about it, but I can't forget about it because I know that is like, there's so many goals that I have. Anywho. All right. Some of these modern day sources of stress that can be managed or changed to give you back a sense of control in your life. Structures in your life put you in a position that make it difficult to slow down and protect your own well-being. You may need to take a step back, look at your life, and reassess your roles and boundaries. Take an inventory of your stressors, all the things you do and the people you take care of. Reducing commitments, especially those that cause you to feel resentment, will free up time and energy to take action on your goals. Number 7, manage your body's stress response. Of course, there will always be stressors. No matter what you do, there will be stressful situations, factors out of your control, and challenges you will have to face. To stay healthy and focused on achieving your dreams, learn to manage the body's stress response cycle. When stress occurs in the body, it has a beginning, middle, and an end. This process evolved from our evolutionary ancestors in order to save them from prehistoric dangers like getting chased by a wild animal. Back then, the thing that saves you, in this case, successfully running away, completes the stress response cycle. The physical exertion processes the stress hormones and helps bring your body back to a normal, relaxed state. So in other words, exercise. When your stress is not due to a physical danger, you don't get a chance to complete the cycle by running away or fighting a bear. You need to find ways to tune into your body and resolve the stress reaction so you don't live in a state of chronic physical stress. Effectively knowing how to take action requires developing stress management strategies. If you're wondering how to increase motivation and stay healthy, begin by tackling stress in your daily life. Some practical ways to deal with stress include exercise, meditation, yoga, or Tai Chi, creative outlets such as writing, painting, or music, visualization, imagining yourself getting through a challenge that can actually trick your brain into completing the stress cycle. And I need to get back to that, and I will talk a lot more about that in my videos. Journaling, getting enough rest and sleep, time management, social support from friends, family, and coaches, and spa or massage treatments. Keep in mind that dealing with stress doesn't have a one-size-fits-all approach. So one technique may work for someone else, but not for you. Test out different ways of handling stress and find out which works well in your case. Then incorporate those habits into your weekly routine. So number 8, channel emotions into positive outlets. So when setting out to do something challenging, you will hit bumps along the way. This can lead to all kinds of emotional responses like frustration, sadness, and even rage. Suppressing emotions can damage physical health or self-destructive patterns. It can halt your progress. Acknowledging, and learning how to control your emotions will help you make the right calls in any life or business situation. And I need to make sure that I talk about how to control your emotions, because that is a big one. All right. take the time to listen to your emotions. You can access those emotions to propel you as you work toward your dreams. Channel unpleasant emotions into positive activities like music or dance. Journaling or meditation practices can help you tune into how you feel. Number 9, take care of your gut. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because like all of this sounds like so healthy, like journal, dance, meditate, like, and this is honestly what I've turned to instead of like, to treat my anxiety instead of like, prescription drugs and medicine and all the alcohol and like all the other vices people turn to. But I'm just like laughing because like I don't know, it's, like my boyfriend, like he's like, oh, it's like I was talking to my mom tonight on the phone and she's like, no man like wants to like go dance, like, and I mean some men do, which is awesome, but like if you're talking about like a really, I don't know, masculine, like the men that I am familiar with and used to being around, my dad, my brothers, boyfriend, like they don't want to like go to like an ecstatic dance class, like session with me, like it's like go do your weird yoga stuff and then like let me be a man. And I'm just laughing because just like how my boyfriend is like he's just so, I don't know, he's just like so into being a manly man and like that stuff's for wussies, or anyway, it's good to be emotional. I think that like being able to express emotions makes a man even more of a man. So if you're a man watching this, get into your emotions and you'll be more attractive too. Like, I mean, there's always a balance. It's good to have a little bit of feminine energy if you're a man and, a little bit of masculine energy if you're a female. But it's good to like also like honor men and their role and women and their role, and then decide like what gender you want to be, because but if you're traditionally living in the feminine role as a female and the masculine role as a male, they're very different things, and those are good topics to talk about. So I will I already know I need to get into that. There's so many things I want to talk about. Okay, I'm going to keep going. So take care of your gut, number 9. So when the inability to take action is a consistent problem, listen to your gut. Yep, that's right. So gut health plays a major role in feeling your best, and an unhealthy gut microbiome is strongly connected to mental illness. Wow. This means that your gut has a significant influence on motivation and drive. If our gut is offline, so is our motivation. When people are experiencing depression and anxiety, they don't feel like taking action. So tips for a healthy gut: take a daily probiotic like kombucha, yogurt, or a supplement to maintain a good gut microbiome. Exercise, manage stress, eat more fiber, drink plenty of water, limit alcohol and caffeine. Number 10, cultivate grit. So in her book, Grit, psychologist Angela Duckworth explains how to be successful. You can't depend on talent only and need the right combination of passion and persistence. She calls it grit. When you take action to start on a project or goal, grit is what helps you see it through. High achievers have the grit to face obstacles and keep going by overcoming challenges. Every person can develop this type of resilience and cultivate mental toughness, a powerful tool for achieving goals. So let go of your limiting beliefs and work toward believing that you can achieve what you set out to do. It won't be easy, but nurturing these characteristics of grit will help you stay the course. So stay strong in the face of pain or fear or grief. People often underestimate just how courageous and resilient they can be. Meticulous, detail-oriented, and careful. Become confident. Keep your commitment and optimism. Strive for excellence. Stay in difficult situations to achieve long-term goals. Number 11, create an environment for success. So people who achieve their goals, they do so with consistent action and effort, but they don't do it alone in a vacuum. So look at your environment. Do you spend time with positive action-oriented people? Do you put yourself in situations where you are inspired to take action? Do you have supportive people to talk with when things get tough? Make a point to seek out environments where taking action is positively reinforced and the people around you are actively pursuing their goals. This could mean spending less time with negative people in your life and investing in new relationships. Taking classes and workshops, joining online groups, finding a mentor, or establishing a mastermind group are all great ways to generate an environment of success. And number 12, let go of perfect. Perfection is stagnation. So many people avoid certain tasks or delay going after goals because they want everything to be perfect. But when you strive for perfection, you reach for the unattainable. You beat yourself up over every little mistake. You put off dealing with difficult problems out of fear of failure. Taking action means letting go of perfect. It means trying. It means giving yourself room to make mistakes, to learn and grow from them. Understanding perfectionism as a cause of procrastination can help you recognize those habits and work through them. Often, noticing your patterns is enough to change them. When you catch yourself delaying action because you want it to be perfect, you may just start getting things done. So, as long as you're trying to let go of that perfect, give yourself room to make those mistakes, learn and grow from them. Understanding perfectionism as a cause of procrastination can help you recognize. So, perfectionism is a cause of procrastination. Can help you recognize those habits and work through them. Often, noticing your patterns is enough to change them. When you catch yourself delaying, so that's what I need to do, is just notice the patterns, because I definitely am a perfectionist, even though I'm very imperfect in many ways. I'm a perfectionist too, and so it really holds me back sometimes, but I don't want to own that because I'm trying to not be a perfectionist. I just also like doing a good job at my work. So got to do things well if you're going to do it. I believe in doing things right. There's a right way to do stuff, but there's definitely many ways to accomplish stuff, certain tasks. Okay. So number 13, implement a daily planning routine. I love planning. So consistent daily effort takes scheduling and planning. So without a clear plan for the day, you can get sidetracked or avoid important tasks. So make a habit of daily planning either the night before or the morning of to plan out your schedule. Get clear on priorities so you can stay focused and get things done on time. Number 14, manage your expectations. So people have a tendency to set unrealistic expectations, especially when it comes to timelines for success. But accomplishing a big goal doesn't happen overnight. It's very important to hear those words. When you don't see the progress you want right away, you may feel easily frustrated or discouraged. Instead of quitting at this point, you have to get through the dip in motivation. You have to keep you going even when you hit a snag. Know that it will take time to see your hard work pay off. Believe in yourself and stay positive. Number 15, work with a coach. Still asking yourself, what's stopping me from taking action? Consider speaking to a coach. Coaches can give you an outside perspective and work with you to develop the strategies you'll need to start and continue taking action. A coach can support you throughout the entire process of turning your dreams into reality. So big goals, big dreams, and transformations are not easy. The strategic help, accountability, and encouragement of regular coaching sessions can make all the difference. So schedule a coaching session to get on your way to taking action. I love this is actually an article from Lynn Christensen in the last these last 5 videos I've actually been reading from her blog. It's just such a great these are just such great topics, and Lynn is her purpose is to support people excuse me, to support people earning a living and live your life by doing what inspires you. And to accomplish this, she works as a coach, consultant, speaker, author, and founder of Soul Salt Inc. So thank you, Lynn Christensen. This is great content. I'm new to YouTube, so if anyone is watching and would like to support me, go ahead and please subscribe to my channel. If you want to learn more about Lynn Christensen, I posted a link of this article in this video description. And like this video, and we're going to talk more about a lot of good stuff in the next videos. So you can also check out Lynn's courses on her website, soulsalt.com. And if you have any questions, pop it in the comments. And thanks, please subscribe. Thanks again for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.